Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a plan with me for the week of January 30th to February 5th. I'm using the Remus Lupin kit from Paper Candy Art because we watched Harry Potter 3 this week, and obviously Lupin is introduced in the third movie. And I'm very excited to be using my brand new Wizard reformatted collection to complement this kit. I did print this off in purple. It doesn't super duper match the purple of the kit, but it's like the closest I had, and honestly there's like I couldn't think of anything else to go with this. Like the two colors are like purple and like this like eggshell white color. It's like kind of yellowy white. There's not really a lot you can do for foil with that, so I just went with that. So I have a bunch of pieces from my basics collection in purple for that, and then I have the Harry Potter specific items. So I do have some underlays. These I actually printed off just because I was trying to get the sizing right on this particular underlay, and I just did purple because I knew I would be doing this plan with me with purple foil, so that's the reason that these are the underlays that I'm going with. So I have these, and then I just like picked the Dangles and Soups, of course. I love these Witcher Wizard hats for the characters, and just some other bits from the bundle. I did replace the washi, and then just some other bits and bobs and full box overlays because I like to kind of annotate each full box with the overlay that I want over it, so you can see that here. And I am going to cut the bottom washi in half. Well, I already did that obviously with my paper trimmer. I didn't have a different one to replace for the top one, so I am just going to be still using both of those, but they're obviously going to be spaced out a little bit. So I think that's going to be okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and lay down the base, and I will see you on the other side for the day by day. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the day by day, starting off on Monday. It looks like we slept in. I marked that with an emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. And we also watched Dragon Ball Super Brawly that day. That is one of the Dragon Ball movies, and since we had just finished the Dragon Ball Super and all of Dragon Ball series the previous week, we could finally watch some movies, which Aurora has been begging to do it for a very long time because she finished way before me. So yeah, we finally got to watch one of them, and the sequel to that one actually came out last year, which is like very new, and nobody in our family has seen it yet, so we are going to have to download that. I actually forgot about that. I was like trying to think of what movie we should watch this coming Monday or Tuesday as a family, because we always do like at least one family movie. And then my boyfriend and I watch Harry Potter separately. But I think I'll just download the sequel to that. I like literally forgot about it like immediately after we watched it. It was good though, so I am excited about the sequel. But yeah, I marked that with a family movie watching sticker from Happy Daya, which I need a whole sheet of those really because I don't have that many family movie watching stickers. And then we did also watch Kitchen Nightmares, which is like one of our favorite shows to watch, all three of us together. We also watched Gordon Ramsay's other cooking show, which I don't want to say necessarily because there is a bad word in the title, but you can probably guess which one it is. The second word is kitchen. obviously. But yeah, we like watching those. They're really interesting, shall we say. I don't like watching people get yelled at, so I just kind of try to ignore that part. But I think people who go into that like are expecting to be yelled at, so like they kind of know how to take it for the most part, so it's not quite as bad. Anyway, that TV is from, I have no idea. I think it's left over from a kit at some point, and the colors kind of match. Anyways, if I want to guess, it's probably a paper candy art kit, maybe, I don't know. And then we went grocery shopping that day, and that grocery sticker is left over from a Creating & Co. kit. We also went to Starbucks while we were out, or actually no, we didn't go to, well, we went to the Starbucks inside the grocery store, and I got an iced matcha, which I did run out of iced matcha stickers, so I'm just using regular Starbucks stickers, which honestly is good because otherwise I would never go through them. So I just used one that matched the kit because it was brown. But yeah, I've been loving the iced matchas lately. And then we had a bit of a game night that night. So I think, if I remember correctly, because this was a while ago now, I think that Aurora wanted to play Battleship against her dad, and I was like doing something else. And then I came in and we all kind of started to play Parcheesi together, which is my favorite game, but my boyfriend had to start cooking. So we played the rest of the game for him, and unfortunately that meant he won, because like I was mostly making his decisions, and I'm really good strategically, so I had to make the best decisions for him, like that the person in that position would make, because like otherwise it wouldn't really be fair. So that made him win, but like it wasn't a real win per se, but we still all need to play it. So I'm going to try to see if we can do that this upcoming weekend as well. But yeah, that board game sticker is from Fox and Cactus. I also did some printing and cutting that night. That sticker is from Pumpkin Paper Co. And then I was like really feeling it, so I was jamming out to some music that night. I think I was jamming out to The Weeknd, most likely, because he is my favorite. That sticker is from Once More with Love. Going into Tuesday, I did Sleep In Again. That sticker is from Carly Plans. I had washed my hair. That sticker is from Paper Dolls Co. And then we watched Harry Potter 3, or at least we started it. I don't think we finished it, but we did start it. And I used this enormous sticker of Hermione from Whimsy because I didn't know when else I was going to use it, and I figured I would have room since I wasn't using it under an extender when I definitely wouldn't have room, but it was still kind of cramming that in there. But thank goodness I write smaller, otherwise I wouldn't be able to use such big stickers, and that little foil corner that I used as well. I used also a ton of deco for this little planning third box. So yeah, I marked that I had a little planning or pre-planning session with another girl from Paper Dolls Co. Wow, that's 2 in one day. Like, I almost never use her stickers because I don't have that many, but that's crazy. But yeah, well, now that I am like doing Plan With Me's regularly and I get to mark planning regularly, I get to go through my whole like planning sticker stash, which I have a ton, and I've just like never used any of them because I was behind so much on Plan With Me's, so it's kind of fun getting to use them. So yeah, that's one of them. Had an argument with my boyfriend again, which was like kind of a weekly habit there for a bit. We argue about pretty much everything under the sun, whether it's like important or not, but like lately we've been like getting over it instantly, which is great. So improvements. So honestly, I could not tell you what that argument was about, but I think it was something dumb that we just like got over or whatever, but I did have a White Russian afterwards. That is my own hand-drawn sticker. And Wednesday, I slept in again, which I think I marked it literally every single day this week. Usually I like will skip one if I don't have enough room, but I don't know, my process now is to like make room, so yep, marked it every single day. This usually means like sleeping in until like 2 or whatever, because I've gone full nocturnal now. And yeah, that sticker's from Apple Blossom Prints, and I had an upset stomach that day, unfortunately, so I marked that with a girl from Beneva Creations, and I did film new releases. I think that's what I had print and cut on Monday, was the new releases, so filmed those. What collection was that? No idea. I immediately forget my schedule as soon as I make it. I didn't even know what I was doing next week. Like, the in real life, the Easter collection just went up, and I like had to check my calendar to see what I was doing next week, 'cause I only focus on one thing at once, and I forget everything else. It's a little bit like too hard focusing, but yeah, I marked that with a sticker from Sweet Ava's paper, and then I listed the collection. That laptop is from Scroll Prints Co., and I must admit that purple matches perfectly. And then I also did, I'm trying to read my writing, and my writing is really small, as I said, but like it's getting to the point where it's like hard to write. So I did some business bookkeeping that day as well, which I do weekly now, and also monthly. I have to reconcile, but I do the transactions weekly, and I can see why, if it gets to be a lot of orders, I would have to hire somebody, but right now I'm trying to keep up with it as best I can. And don't remember where that sticker's from, but I also did some more designing for, I want to say for the next collection, but I don't think I was that ahead. I think maybe I did a little bit of it and then just like didn't do anything else, or more likely I designed the spring freebie that day. I think that's what I did. So yeah, that sticker is from Scroll Prints Co., and I also called my boyfriend because he had left for work earlier that day, and that phone is from, I think, Sticky Perks. Thursday, I marked shipping in with a sticker from Happy Dea, that same Pandaru character. And then I did orders, which I always do after every collection launches. So I will be doing that after this voiceover. But I already marked shipping in. Printing and cutting, I marked that with a sticker from a Sweet Ava's paper, and then foiling with a mink from Happy Dea, even though I don't use a mink. All my foiling stickers are of minks. I mean, who's going to draw a sticker of a laminator? Besides, minks look prettier. And then I did some packing orders that day. That sticker is from Whimsy, formerly Whimsical Cat Studio, if that's how you know them. And I helped her with her homework, which I feel like I've been doing, but like forgetting to mark, because I did buy a bunch of kid stickers that like I need to be using like for that purpose. So I'm trying to remember to mark that. It's just that like, you know, we spend all our time with her, like a lot of time with her, so it's just like she's just always there. So like if I had to mark every single thing, it would be like way too much. But I did mark homework help with a sticker from Stick with the Plan Co. And then I did finish finally Loam Hedge, which is I think what, book 17 or 18 in the Redwall series out of 22, I think. So I was really happy to finish that because I'd been working on that for a long time. Actually, I don't think it was that long, but it was longer than I would like. But since I got back into reading, I like really powered through the rest of it. And that sticker is from the Coffee Monsters Co. Had another upset stomach. Usually it'll be 2 days in a row. And that sticker is from Joy of Planning. I think I was like trying to start eating more vegetables, and like my stomach was not used to that, and it definitely let me know. But like my problem is like just like binging anything. So like if I am eating like meat, I'll eat a lot of that. If I'm eating, well, carbs usually stays about the same. I don't generally eat too much carbs because they fill you up fast. But like if I decide I want to start eating vegetables, like I'll sit down with half of those like party-sized veggie platters and eat the whole half. Like I just, you know, in my mind I'm like, it's good for me, so I'm gonna just eat till I'm full and have this be my meal. And then that's probably not great because like everything in moderation, and that is not moderation. So I'm learning that now because I'm tracking calories now. But yeah, my stomach let me know. And then I called my boyfriend again. That stickers from Once More with Love, and I worked late AF. That stickers from Stick with the Plan Co., which I do that every night, so like I don't even mark it anymore. But yeah, because like I said, I've gone full nocturnal. I slept in on Friday. Of course, I marked it every day. That sticker is from Once More with Love. I actually think I'm ahead of time. Or am I late? No, I'm late. I'm late 1 box. And I did some more orders. So I did printing and cutting and foiling. Both of those machines are from Hazel Sticker. And I also packed orders after that as well. Usually it takes 2 days about to do a batch of orders, and I'll usually pack orders at the end of the batch. But lately I've been kind of doing it to where I'll pick out the invoices that have like 1 or 2 bundles on them. And since I do the bundles first and then the individual sheets afterwards, like on the second day usually, at that point, if there's orders that are just for bundles, then once I'm done with the bundles, I usually try to get those orders out sooner. So that's why I marked packing orders on both days. I don't know why you guys need to know that behind the scenes, but there you go. And that packing orders is from Once More with Love. I did a voiceover. That sticker is from Carly Plans, I think. And then I had a huge session of editing kits that day because I had 10 kits that I had purchased, printable kits. And so I just, I didn't intend to take the whole night and edit them, but I did. So yeah, I edited them into the wee hours of the morning. It took like 8 hours at least. It was crazy. I did film the first 2, and that video is already up on YouTube, so you can kind of see what I was doing for all of them. But yeah, that was fun. That's the thing about printable kits, is that you're saving money, but you are not saving time at all. And that sticker is Stick with the Planco. I also watched The Office that day. That sticker is from Papershire. And I got Happy Mail. So if I remember correctly, that Happy Mail was from Crest Press. That sticker is from Sweet Avis Paper. And then I marked Working Late again, which again I do like every night. It's just like varying levels of late. Usually if I mark it, that means it was like 8 or 9 a.m., sometimes 10 a.m. But generally it's always somewhere around there. So that sticker is from Once More with Love. Saturday marked sleeping in with a pillow from Carly Plans. Now that I have 1 million of them, I get to use them more frequently. I'm generally trying to like use up all my other like sleeping stickers first, and then so I can like basically just use that pillow from now on only. But it'll take a while because I have a ton of sleeping stickers. And then I cleaned the bathroom. I think this was the time that my boyfriend introduced me to like the Clorox like bleach powder or whatever that is. I don't know if it's Clorox, but it is like a bleach powder that you can like sprinkle on a surface that you need to bleach, like a bathtub for instance. And then you can like let it sit for a little bit and then scrub it, and like all the dirt comes away like magic. And I became obsessed with that. So that day I did most of it, and then the next day I did a little bit more just to finish it off. And like it became my life's goal to make the bathtub as white as possible, and it looks great. Like the difference is night and day. So yep, I really hate cleaning, but I've become very obsessed with it lately, so I guess that's a good thing. But it also means that whenever another family member makes a mess, that I like get super annoyed. So good thing, bad thing. It was a rainy day that day, which I was really excited about. I wasn't expecting it at all, but I just love when it rains because I love to be inside and just like listen to the rain outside. And I have one of those like websites that I go to that like plays rain music or rain sounds. And I'll frequently like have that going in the background, even if it's not raining, or if it is and I just can't hear it loud enough, I'll like put on that sound, and it just like calms me down. But yeah, that sticker is from Some Little Things, and I did cut the kits that I had edited yesterday, and I had been printing them as I was going, I think. But yeah, I did cut them. And that series from Once More with Love. We watched more Kitchen Nightmares that night. It's crazy. I think Saturday's like the new day to like binge shows, because usually we'll watch shows as a family, but then when my boyfriend leaves for work, I'll just like work straight through like the 5 days. But I usually pick like 1 or 2 days to set aside and like kind of binge a show with Aurora. Today it was Avatar: The Last Airbender, because she really wants to watch that again for some reason, even though we've both seen 100% of Avatar and Legend of Korra. She wants to watch it again, so I won't say no. It's a great show. But yeah, this day we watched more Kitchen Nightmares. That TV is from Squirrel Prince Co., I think. So is the filming camera that I use next to Mark filming a haul. And then I had tea that afternoon. I know I wasn't sick. I think I just like wanted to make tea because it's funny because I have 10 times more tea than my boyfriend, but he drinks tea 10 times more often than I do. I think that's because he gets sick more, but I think he just also like likes it more. Like I quote unquote love tea because I have so much of it, but like I just drink coffee in the morning and that's like my hot drink of the day. And if I have a drink later in the day, it's gonna be like something cold, like a smoothie or something, like, or an iced matcha. Like it'll never occur to me to like make a hot drink twice. So he's much better about it than I am, but I did try that night. So that sticker's from the Coffee Monsters Co. I did another voiceover. I think that was for the printable kits. That sticker is from, I think, Crafty Planner Co. I got Happy Meal that day from Crafty Planner Co. No. I think I already got that the previous week. I think this one was from Carly Plans. That sticker is from Scroll Prints Co. And then I organized my stickers after my haul. That's from Once More With Love. And then I started the next book in the Red Ball series, which is Rackety Tam, which I have now, like, I read a bit and then I put it aside because I went to the library and got another book that, like, for some reason I thought I was done with Red Ball when I finished Lone Hedge, and I was like, okay, now I get to read The Mysterious Benedict Society. And I, like, requested it from the library. And then I remembered that there were, like, 3 or 4 more books in Red Wall, and so I like started the next one, but I was secretly hoping that like my request from the library would go through sooner. I don't usually, like, when I was younger I would read like 3 or 4 books at once, and in my old age I've stopped doing that because it's like confusing, quote unquote, but I guess now I'm back into it. So now I'm technically reading 3 books at once, but hashtag reading life, y'all know. So I'm just like addicted to the Mysterious Benedict Society now. It's been like my wish list book once I was done with Redwall, and clearly Redwall is taking forever because it's 22 books. So yeah, taking a little bit of a break, and I'm hoping that I remember enough about the storyline of Rackety Tam once I get back to it. Anyways, I'm like way behind, but let's keep going through Sunday while y'all watch the deco. I mean, you can still see what is on Sunday. So Marked Sleeping In with the dinosaur from Beneva Creations. I had a nightmare that day, which I, like, that week and the next week, I think, I was having a lot of nightmares for some reason. I don't even know. I think these days I don't remember my dreams, but that week was, like, bad for nightmares. So I marked that with a Once More With Love nightmare sticker, which I got for that purpose because I know that I have them a lot. And then Anastasia, my snake, had left her room a mess, so cleaned that up for her. That sticker is from Creating & Co. And then it actually stormed that day, which it never storms. It was like a thunderstorm, and that was the first time I've heard a thunderstorm in like years, and I was so excited about it. Aurora was like freaked out, of course, because she's a scaredy cat, but I was just like having the time of my life for like the 20 minutes that we were able to hear thunder. It's not like a Texas thunderstorm, I'll tell you that, but it was exciting while it lasted. And that storm sticker is from Paper Shower, which I just got, and I think it's like the only like storm sheet that I have, so I was very happy to use that. And there wasn't lightning that I could see, but I did use the lightning sticker because it's Harry Potter, so I had to use a lightning sticker. I also had a mocha that day, which I don't know why I marked it so late, but I think that was actually chronological. I think like I did all this stuff before like breakfast, just because I'm like, well, I mean, the only thing I really did was cleaning Anastasia's room, but I did that before breakfast because I knew that if I didn't do it before I ate, I wouldn't do it at all. And I would put it off another day, which is really bad because she doesn't want to sit in her own stink, and I need to clean it. So, yep. And then I made breakfast and had a mocha, which is very unusual. Usually it's just coffee. Mocha's a special treat that I only drink like once a month now, but that was the day. And where are those coffee beans from? I want to say they're from Crafty Planner Co. from like a freebie. And then I also started designing the next collection that day, which I think I only did a little bit of it, but I tried. That sticker is from Sweet Ava's Paper, and I filmed my plan with me. That sticker is from Hazel Sticker. And then I read some more of Rackety Tam. That's from the from Creating & Co. So that is the spread. Now you're gonna watch me put down deco for like a million minutes, because like I did go crazy with this. So I'm actually like doing a yo-yo with my feelings about deco, starting with the spread. It does have like a ton of deco, like basically as much as the previous few spreads, but I feel like I did too much now. Like basically every single like label or box has like at least one piece of foil several times that has 2. And I feel like it doesn't really need to be that much. Like, some of them are allowed to, like, not have so much. Like, the first boxes on Monday and Tuesday both have, like, 2 pieces. And I feel like that's kind of extra. And, of course, that third box on Tuesday has, like, 3. No, it has 4, which is ridiculous. So I'm kind of feeling like it's a bit much. So I need to just, like, pick one, basically, and stick to it. Or 2 at the most. So I'm going to try that and see how it goes. But we'll see. We'll see. I still need to find my rhythm. I thought this was it. It was, like, going even more maximalist. But I need to take a step back a little bit. And I did use my new, like, corners, which are, like, the super subtle confetti dots. So you can see one of those on Monday, which, like, they barely show up at all, which I guess is the point. And I feel like with a brighter foil color, they would, like, actually be able to show up more, but right now they're just completely blending in. So I used that one, and then I used another one on the Paper Dolls Co-Girl on Tuesday, the hair washing one. So I had to try those out. And I love the quote box over Thursday. That's, like, my favorite thing ever. I just think it, like, fits well in that, like, moon box for the most part, because you can read it against the moon. And I obviously love the one in the sidebar as well with the castle. That's, like, crazy awesome. And then I had to use the Mischief Managed quote over the Marauders map. That was, of course, very deliberate. I wanted to use these steps as well, the footprints for the map, but obviously I couldn't fit both of those in, so I did use that in the sidebar as well. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with the overlays and the double box scene. I didn't use the double box scene overlay because it needed dangles, so I did use 2, like, mirrored dangle arrangements, and they look really good. So very happy with the overlays for this spread. And I literally, like, meant to put Dementors in the bottom washi, but I just forgot to print them out, so they're not there, but it's okay. And I really love the snakes everywhere as well. Like, there's 2. There's one on underneath the February sticker, and then there's one in that third box on Tuesday, but I feel like we could have done with more snakes. Like, that would have been really fun. Anyways, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, and share, that would be wonderful. And I will see you in my next video. Ciao, ciao.